Hello everyone. Got another NBA themed tier list today, kinda. I'm gonna. It's kind of a tier list, kinda like almost predictions. Gonna be doing a tier list of all the teams that made it to the playoffs, and I'm gonna be ranking them on, you know, teams that kinda just probably aren't gonna do much. Glad they kinda made it. Uh, Teams that could win a series. Teams that kind of in the middle. They're good, but they're not gonna win it. Then these are like the contenders, and then at the end, out of the contenders, I'll pick someone as the favourite. Uh, I'm by no means an expert on basketball at all. I'm just, a casual fan. But I thought I'd give you my opinion. Obviously, at this moment in time, I don't know the result of the play-ins yet. But, if you've made the play-ins, I'm going to count that as you made the playoffs. Because I'm feeling generous. And we're just going in whatever order they're in at the moment. So, first of all, we have the Bulls. Coming in as the 10th seed in the East. Um, yeah, I think they're going to struggle, to be honest. Probably won't get through the play in my opinion. I think, yeah, they made the playoffs. Then we have the Bucks, the first seed in the East. I think I don't think anyone would disagree that we're going to put the Bucks in the could win it tier. They've won it in the last couple of years. They've got Giannis, who's one of the best players, if not the best player, one of the potential MVPs. Got good supporting cast, first seed. Yeah, Bucks, very strong team. Then we have the Nets. Strange one of the Nets, kind of, because they did finish 6th seed, I believe. So, they're not in the play-in, but, like, a lot of those wins were kind of gotten when they had a very different team. Yeah, they've lost, a lot of the key players from the start of the season with, like, Durant going, Irving going. So, yeah, I think the Nets, they've also got a hard first round matchup. They have to play the 76ers. Yeah, I think the Nets are, they made playoffs. They're struggling. Then we have the Knicks, 5th seed. It's decent, got like Brunson this season, been playing well. Randall playing well. Um, yeah, I think they're not bad. I don't think they're good enough, I'd say they could maybe win a series, They could get the upset win against the Cavs. But, yeah, I think they're not bad. Then we have the Raptors. Again, they're in the play-in in the East. I think they're in the 8th seed? 8th or 9th, I think. I think 8th. Yeah. I think they might get out of the play-in. I think they might lose to the Heat and then beat the Hawks. But, yeah, I don't have much faith in them against even the top 2 seeds, I don't think, I think at least you made the playoffs. Then another Eastern Conference playing team, the Hawks. Kind of like I said, just said, kind of spout this pick already when I said I think the Raptors will probably beat the Hawks in the play-in. I can't see them doing much, They've got Trae Young, you never know, he could go off, get some, drop like a load of threes, like 40 points, 10 assists or something. But I think they're just, at least they made the playoffs. Then we have the Pelicans. Another strange one again, because they started really well, then like all the team got injured, and then they slumped down, but then they finished really strong again, even though like Zion's still out, who's the main player. But Brandon Ingram's been playing really good recently. Another team, they was in the Western Conference play-ins. Yeah, I'm not sure. Will they get out of the play-in? They could do, I think the Lakers will get out of the play-in in the West, and then the other team could honestly be any three of them, but I don't have much faith in them doing much after that. So I'd say at least they made the playoffs. Then we have the Lakers. Probably the most well-known team. They got LeBron James as well, probably the most well-known player. So yeah, there's that. They started the season awfully, but they made some trades. Got rid of Russell Westbrook, got like D'Lo in, got some other people in, did some stuff, and yeah, they've looked a lot better towards the end. They're still in the play-in though. I do think they'll get out of the play-in, and then depends who they get in the first round. They'd probably end up playing the Grizzlies, which I don't think they'd win, but they could do. I think the Lakers, they're still not amazing, but not bad. I thought they could maybe win a series. Then we have the Timberwolves, another playing team. In the West again. The team fell apart last night. Gobert punched his teammate. One of the other teammates punched a wall. I think and broke his hand. Yeah, pretty disastrous last game to the season. Even though I think they won, and that ended up 8th seed, did they? But yeah, they could get out of the play-in, but yeah, I don't see them doing much even if they do. So at least they made the playoffs. Then we have the Nuggets, Denver Nuggets, first seed in the West. Again, another person in the team you could claim is one of the best in the league. You got Jokic, 2-time MVP in a row, could be 3-time this year. He's certainly one of the two people it could be. Yeah, Nuggets, the 1 seed, they look good when they have all the players healthy. I think for sure they could win it all. Then we have the Grizzlies, second seed in the West. Yeah, there's just something about them this year that I don't know. They had that all the Ja Morant trouble halfway through the season. I think Steven Adams is injured. I think they've got someone else injured. They have a lot of good players, but I don't know, something. The West this year just, I don't know, seemed a bit weak, a bit. Yeah, I don't have faith in it. I don't think they could win it all, but I'd back them to win the first series for sure. I think Memphis Grizzlies, probably they're good but not good enough tier. Still got most of their key players are pretty young, room to grow. I think that's fair. Then we have the Suns. Finished quite strong. Obviously made a big trade towards the end. Got Kevin Durant, which I think obviously massively improved their team. Yeah, I think Suns are very good. Yeah, they're very good. They've got Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Chris Paul still there, Ayton. But, if you've got Kevin Durant, I think you've always got a good chance. He's very insanely good player. Booker's good, can score. Chris Paul, he's a bit cursed at winning a ring, but still an all-time great player. Yeah, it's a tough one, this. I think the Suns, you've got to put them as they could win it all. Just have so much firepower since they added Durant. Yeah, I think for sure they could win it all. If someone told me the Phoenix Suns won the title, I wouldn't be surprised. Then we have the Clippers. Another team that's got a few injuries. Paul George is injured, I think. Kawhi Leonard's been on and off all season, but getting a bit better, playing more minutes, more games it's got on, because he had been injured for years. Yeah, the Clippers. Yeah, they definitely have the talent. I mean, Kawhi Leonard in the playoffs could always just, go mental on both ends, great defense, great scorer. Paul George, you never know what Westbrook's going to do. I think, yeah, they could maybe win a series, but I don't think they're that good. Then we have the Warriors, last year's champs. The most successful team of the recent period. Again, got Steph Curry, probably the second most well-known player, I guess, after LeBron James. I think the Warriors, they're weird this season, because at home they're insanely good, but away they're terrible, basically. I mean, they've got Steph Curry, who's one of the best players on the planet again. Yeah, they've also got the Kings in the first round, who I think are beatable, but you never know. Kings do have the home court advantage, which will hurt the Warriors. think they are definitely worse this year. You know, they're missing some people from last year. It's not been the same. You know, the team chemistry might be down. A lot of the stars are, you know, a year older, so maybe a bit worse. I think they're good, but not good enough. Then we have the Kings, third seed in the West. As I just said, opponent to the Warriors. Yeah, these are kind of like the underdog story of the season. You know, this team haven't made the playoffs in absolutely ages, and now they're making it as like the third seed. Yeah, you know, they traded for Sabonis. A lot of people thought it was a bad trade at the time, but yeah, they've come the third seed. They're in the playoffs. You can't knock them for it. Do you think they're a contender though? I don't. But, you know, they're the third seed. They played well. De'Aaron Fox has been, like, insane in the clutch. Sabonis getting those triple-doubles. Got some other good players as well, like Kevin Huerter, I think, you know, can shoot threes. I think the Kings, they're good, but not good enough. Moving back over to the Eastern Conference, we have the Cavs, the fourth seed. Another kind of young team, really. Like, you know, all the main players are really young, or at least pretty young. Yeah, another good team. Got some good defenders like Mobley and Allen, very good defenders. Mitchell for like the offense, Garland for the offense. Yeah, I think, you know, it's a bit early for them. They're, you know, still a young team. I'd say they're good, but not good enough. Then we have the Celtics, second seed in the East. Last year's final losing team, or second place team, whatever you want to say. Came back again this year, basically kept the roster very similar, made a few changes around the edges. Yeah, just sort of got good players in every position. You know, they got Tatum, very good, Brown, Smart, Williams. Yeah, got like a lot of good players. Tatum being the sort of standout. And, you know, they're the second seed for a reason. I think the Celtics, for sure, could win it all. Then we have the Thunder. You know, 10th seed in the West. The team with all the picks. Probably also weren't really expected to make the playoffs this year. You know, Chet Holmgren getting injured right at the start, who was the second overall pick last year. So people support they're going to just tank again, get another good pick. But, you know, SGA's been playing very well. Got Giddy. Yeah, could do something. Will they make it out of the play-in? They could do, but yeah, I don't think they've got it to win a series. There we have the 76ers, third seed from the East. You know, got Joel Embiid, probably going to win MVP. I think he's the favourite at the moment. They got, you know, James Harden, former MVP, assist leader. And yeah, they got some other good players as well, you know, Maxi's all that, Harris scores points, PJ Tucker can defend. But it is mainly about the big 2/kind of 3, I think, with them. Yeah, Embiid, you know, the 76ers kind of had playoff struggles in the past, you know, all the Ben Simmons stuff recently, and Embiid's not scored the points, whatever. But 76ers, I think they're very good. When you've got like an MVP caliber player, and, you know, James Harden, who's a former MVP, probably could be all NBA this year, maybe. Might get in third team, probably not. But still, you know, very, very good. I think they could win it all. Then last, we have the Heat. 7th seed in the East, in the play-in. I'm pretty sure they'll get out of the play-in. But then, you have to face up against, you know, someone good. Probably the Celtics or the 76ers. So, yeah, could have a tough first round. Could I see them winning a series? Probably not, to be honest. Just the top 3 in the East are all very, very good teams. But I don't think, you know, the Heat were in the finals a few years ago in like the COVID season. You know, the team has changed a bit since then, but, you know, like Butler's still there, got Bam, Tyler Hero. Could they win a series? I guess maybe. I'll put the Heat. I think they could. You never know. They could maybe win a series, but I doubt it. I don't. I think they're probably better than the having made the playoff teams. But yeah, Heat are kind of borderline between these two. And then, as I said from the start, I'm going to move one of these. They could win it up to the who I think is the favourite. Or at least my prediction for who's going to win it all, I guess. Yeah, see, it's tough. This I'll put it into conferences just so it's easy for myself. So I've got 2 in from the West, 3 from the East. The Suns kind of the outlier-ish because they're the 4th seed, whereas these are the top 3 in the East, and this is the 1st seed in the West. But the Suns got significantly better halfway through the season with the addition of Durant. Yeah, tell you what, I think the Suns might win the West, but I think the East is going to win the title. So for my favourite overall, I'm going to put the Bucks. They've got Middleton back from injury. They've got Holiday. Brook Lopez has been like the potential defensive player of the year. Holiday is one of the best defensive guards. They've got Giannis. Middleton, can score in the clutch. And they've got some good role players as well. I think for me, the Bucks are probably the favourites. Then I'd say maybe the Suns second favourite, just because I think they'll win the West, so they've got a good chance of being in the final. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Anyone further down here who could do a potential upset, I'd say maybe the Lakers, because they've got LeBron James, Anthony Davis. You never know what them two could do. They could, make a run to the final or something. But yeah, I don't think so. So yeah, that's my kind of prediction / tier list for the NBA playoff teams. Any NBA fans, let me know who you think's going to win the title. Who do you think's going to get out of the play-ins? Who do you think's going to underperform? Is there going to be any upsets? Anything like that? Yeah. Everybody else, if you don't like the NBA, I hope you've still enjoyed this video. If you do want to see any other tier lists, let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.